Okay, I've got all the repair spots in primer with Transtar rattle cans, which is very good stuff. Oh, my apprentice is out here. He bumped the bottom of my camera stabilizer. And let me go down here and show you here. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Down where the Z28 emblem is. And yeah, I had to take a little thing and just kind of hone out the holes, you know, where the Z28 emblem goes. And hang on here a minute. You can see at the top. Got that taken care of. I got a camera stabilizer. I'm actually still getting used to setting this up. I will do a video on that to show you what it is. In my garage apprentice, oh my god. Hang on. Hang on. Move, Coco. Come on. I think he's getting hungry. He's wanting his dinner. Little guy's been working hard out here in the garage with his dad. Wait a minute. Where's he at here? Oh, goodness. There's my garage apprentice. Yep. Where I go, he goes. Okay, I want to do another little shot here, but I'm going to have to put this down, the camera. I want to show you what I've got to strip out of the jams. And I will probably go ahead and do that here in the garage. You know, because this is still January 2026. And the weather's still pretty crappy out. And yeah, so this way it'll still, you know, keep me busy. But like I said, that you know, I try to keep the dust down here in the garage. I shouldn't make that much because I'm going to have to use my little die grinder, you know, to clean, you know, strip out the parts around the wheel opening, around the where the headlight is, the grill area, in the back of the jam. I'll show you that here in just a minute. And there's another spot I want to show you. But I got to put the camera down, so I will come back and show you that. And then, you know, what I got to do. So, okay, just hang on here a minute and we'll go. And one other thing I just want to let people know, when I spray any paint or any sanding, you know, with any kind of dust, my garage apprentice, little Coco, my dog's not in the garage because I do not want him to breathe, you know, any paint fumes, any dust or anything like that. So he is not out here when I'm, you know, making dust or something like that, or, you know, even squirting this rattle can primer. You know, I don't want him breathing none of that stuff. So just to let you know. So, okay, let me set this down and move this stuff around a little bit, then I'll show you the other stuff that's got to be taken care of. Okay, let me show you the areas that I have to strip. Let me see if I can get down here. Right in here where you see the orange, I want to take all that out of there so I don't have any issues when I go to, you know, do the painting. You know, although the grill will cover, you know, all that, but I still want to get that out of there. Okay, let me walk over here, try to do this without falling on my butt. And I'm still trying to get used to my little camera stabilizer. It's actually a pretty cool little device. Like I said, I will make a video on that. But it's awfully sensitive. You know, you got to work with weights and balances and stuff like that, because my camera's not, it's a cheap one, you know, but it does work. Hang on a minute here. There's a weight that hangs down, so I don't want to bump nothing here. Okay, all of this right here, this top edge, I'm stripping all that out. What's down below here, I'm not going to touch that. Hang on, let me get down here a little ways. You know, all of this here, this is all fine. I will mask all of this off, but all this up here, I'm stripping all of this out to get that out of there, because I did have problem spots, which I did correct, but I'm still going to strip this out of here, so when I paint up here, I'll just bring it down and around, but down here, this is all fine. There's no issues there. Okay, it's hard to move around this garage. You know, it's so tight, you know, trying to do this kind of work. I'll show you what else I gotta strip out of here. Hang on a minute here. Okay, let me see if I can slide the fender forward a little. There we go. And where you see the color, you know, in here, I'm stripping all that out of there. You know, I'm getting that all out of there, because I also, I did have some issues at the bottom. I did correct, but I'm still going to strip all this out of there. And, you know, just to get it done. And, you know, I don't want any other issues. Let me change hands here with my stabilizer. So it'll, you know, things will, you know, look much better. And I want to show you here. Let me try to move this around a little bit. Hang on, I got to pull. Like I said, this garage, everything is, it's hard doing this kind of work when, you know, you're really limited on room. You know, I manage, but it's not easy. Hang on here a minute. I want to show you what kind of blocks that I actually use here. Got to watch my steps so I don't fall. If I did, it'd probably be pretty funny. You'd get a good laugh out of it. Okay, on my blocks, I have the good old-fashioned hard rubber block. This is really an important tool that you should have if you do some body work. You know, it really works good, okay? Now, the one I want to show you here, this is the model number or the kit number. This is pretty much basically, hang on just a second here. Gotta move my vacuum a little bit here. Okay, let me open this up and show you what's in here. This is by Durablock, 6-piece Durablock kit. The perfect blocking tool. These are all the different ones you get in the kit. Okay. You get a long block here. They even throw in a couple little soaps. Move them off to the side. You get a long, slimmer block here. You get a round one. Okay. Let me set these over here. I got a couple 3M rubber squeegees. I actually use them when I wet sand. You get 2 of these. Okay. Then I'm trying to do this one-handed here. Take this out of here. Then you get a, you know, a larger block here. But this kit, like I said, I have blocked the whole Camaro wherever I've doggone it. I have to do that after a while. Where I've done body work, and this kit actually works really well. You know, the round one is good, like for curved areas, stuff like that, and it's really a decent, sanding set. And yeah, I really like it. It's been a great asset. But like I said, if this kit and a good old-fashioned hard rubber, that's pretty much all you need. Now, probably in some applications you would need, maybe a longer block if you prefer. But I think that the long one that they give you here in this kit, is actually pretty good. This and this in here. This is what I done the side of the fender with all the spots. And yeah, it works really good. I like it. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I did get it off of eBay. A lot of your local auto body supply stores, they can get it. They probably might even have it in stock. They do offer different kits, but this is the kit that I got. But the longer block, that's what I used, in areas, the whole side of the fender. And then the round one actually worked really well back here, because where this is curved, yeah, it works good. And also the round one, like your edges here, like I will use that on there after I high build prime it, and then just to go over the edges with the round one, rather than using a flat one, which you could go through pretty easy. The round one, just gently go over your body lines, and yeah, it works really great. So, okay, that's what I wanted to show you, is the areas that I'm going to strip. I'm probably going to go ahead and, do that here in the garage, because it's still, this is early January, or February, I should say, 2026. And then, so anyways, we're going to have crappy weather for the rest of this month and, into March. So I might as well get that stuff stripped. So basically, when the nice weather gets here, the only thing that I'm going to have to do is just, do the high build etch primer. And then hopefully this is going to be a good year to, get more stuff done. And like I said, I'm a lot slower now, but I'm going to keep on plugging away at it. And but I want to get these small parts done and out of the way. Finish this fender off. The other fender needs to be wet sanded and buffed. I need to do the doors. The doors actually have to come off. The outer skin of the doors is fine. It's where the door skin wraps around to the housing. At the bottom of both doors, I've got a little issue there. And then, then just prep the main part of the body and seal it. And because all the body work's done on that. And then just go ahead and hopefully get her painted. Get that stuff done. But this is going on 18, 19 years of this project, and I want to get this done so I can enjoy the car. So, okay, that's where it stands. This is where I'm at with it, but I want to try and show you, the things and take you along with me on the journey. So, okay, thanks for watching my videos. Hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate you. Have a great one.